Hello, welcome to Maxwell Comics Incorporated. I'm your host, Sir Maxwell. Like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me how you feel, have a little dialogue, and let's get into this. This is an American Horror Story, season 6, Roanoke, episode 5, called Chapter 5. And let's get into this. Let's look at the little episode. So we don't pick up where we left off like we normally do. We get a little backstory, the story, and then we finally, get some backstory on this new character. His name was something dot, something dope dot something, and this is Evan Peters' character. So we get these people bidding, and Evan Peters walks in, and he's like, "Oh, don't even bother, cause I can do whatever I want, cause I'm rich, and I'm about all this anyway, so y'all can just leave." So he goes back to his world. He goes back. He's the original builder of the house that they're in. So they have that, and then they have he gets he goes back in his carriage, and there's still construction on the house, and he's talking to this little black guy, and I'm like, oh, hmm. And when he first said something, I'm like, there is some relationship between them. I know it. Maybe they're friends or brothers or lovers, or I was like, I was like, they're lovers. In my back of my mind, I first thought, well, they're lovers. And then this guy falls off, I guess, because mischief of the ghost. And there's a lot of mysterious things happen there, like children running around or stuff like that. And yeah, so the guy falls, breaks his leg, they wheel him out, and then he's like, well, how's the construction going? And he's like, oh, the underground is taking a little bit of time. He's like, wait, can you go get these pens, put them somewhere nice, and put them somewhere safe, because he thinks the pictures like they're alive, like they're moving and stuff. Like, he was like, I like pictures more than I like you, like basically. So he, when he goes, he's like, wait, and I'm like, I knew it. I was like, they're gonna kiss. They're gonna kiss. They're dating. They're boyfriends. They're whatever. They're whatever. They're hooking up. They're doing something. Uh, he just outright go and kiss, and then it's like a big old tongue kiss too. Like you may now kiss your groom, and it was like a big old huge, big huge one. So everybody was like, uh-uh. But if you think about it in history, they had gay people back then. I mean, they didn't just like a lot of people just think they just popped up back in the '70s. Like, no, they're out through history, and a lot of the greatest minds in the world were gay. Like, um, to my Aristotle, Socrates, um, you know, Da Vinci. I think Da Vinci. Like a lot of people were down with that. I mean, there was still kind of a stigma on it, but it wasn't as like, I mean, as it is like kind of now. I mean, that's another topic for another time. Let's stay on topic. So yeah, they lovers, and we cut to the scene of them getting on in the bathtub, and now he's kissing on his neck. The black one's kissing on his neck, and I was like, now they got three prejudices going against them. Number one is male, it's a same-sex relationship. Number two, not only is it a same-sex relationship, but it's a relationship that's interracial. Lana like Matt and Shelby. See the connection? Interracial couple moves into a new house, terrorized by the Roanoke people. Just like 26, fast forward 2016, interracial couple move into this house, terrorized by Roanoke. Connection. But I think the difference is that Matt and Shelby were actually kind of a couple. I don't like Al because I'm sorry. Evan Peters is always playing somebody crazy. Season one, he was this crazy, boyish serial killer that killed a school. Season two, he was literally in an asylum. No, he wasn't. No, he, I think the least craziest character he's played was an asylum. An asylum made for crazy people. And then season three, he was normal for like 2 seconds, and then they killed him, and they brought him back as a crazy guy. Season four, he was actually pretty normal in season four, but he really went crazy at the end, and then ended up normal. So I guess. And then season five, he was a crazy old timey serial killer who was a brilliant. I did not think he'd be able to top what he did last year. I did not think he would be able to top that, but you know what? He topped it. well, he not I take that back. He didn't top it. It's not topped. It's just good because I haven't got enough. I haven't got enough of the character. We haven't got enough of the character to really see if he's topped or not. Oh my god, double metaphor. Ew. I did not mean to put that. I, I'm not gonna edit. I'm not gonna edit it out, but there's your double meaning. We don't know if he's gonna stop again. Anyway, so yeah, they're in the bathtub, and he's like, I love art, I love the pictures, and he's like, move. He thinks of them like they're real. He's like, move this statue over here so we can have someone to talk to. And he's like, I love the paintings. They don't judge me. I should fire everybody but you. And then it was like, well then, I'd be working all day and I couldn't play with this. And he goes down and he grabs it and it was like, ooh, y'all getting flirty. Anyway, so he's like, and then he's gonna be like, I love these paintings more than I love you. I would have been like, skirt, let me get out this bathtub. No, we would have been. If someone would have told me when we was in the bathtub and if we were, way after that, people are not married. Anyway, so yeah, if that would happen. And they'll be like, I love an object, an inanimate object, more than I love you. We done. And skirt, bye. No, bro, don't, no. No, ma'am, no, sir, no, whatever I get. No, no, no. So, yeah. So, he goes to sleep. And then, I'm really surprised that he didn't, because he's really public about his sexuality. Because he left his wife and his heir. He didn't say it was a boy or girl. He just said an heir, which is a child. And he came out here to be with his art and his man. And I was like, you rich. There's a better way you could have done that. I mean, you could have moved out. You could have left your wife, not been with her, got your heir, and then divorced your wife, brought your, new ex-wife and your child here to live here, and then, on the side, you build a little house, a decent house, for your little wife, and then your kid can go back and forth between your little wife, your ex-wife, I'm sorry, because you be divorced, and, you and your art in your house and your boo thing, like, that's what it, but we later, but his name is Dot, something Dot, and we find out that he is related to Dandy from season, because the last name. I'm gonna Google his last name real quick. Yeah, but Dot because of that. So Crazy kind of ran in the family. Maybe he was incested too, kind of like Dandy was, because the reason Dandy was so crazy was because his mom and his father were cousins, and yeah, that kind of made a crazy person. So yeah, I'm googling this real quick. I think it's Mott. Yeah, Dandy Mott. Mhm. Dandy Mott. It's Dandy Mott. It's Dandy Mott. I swear it's wait. I'm gonna. Mm, mm, mm. Yep, it's Mott. It's Dandy Mott, and I think Evan Peters was something Mott. So yeah, he's so this hugely connects to season one and connects to season four, and of course season four connects to season two, and season one connects to season five. So they're all interweaved and connected. Just so yeah. So yeah, after so he wakes up in the middle of the night, Evan Peters, and he gets his art is destroyed, probably by the ghost, and he blames his staff. He slaps this one girl, and it was like, no, no sir, I'm not here for you. Bye. I'm ready for you to die. So yeah. After that, he puts all of them in a cellar, and he's like, when y'all ready to confess, y'all can come out this cellar. And then his boyfriend side thing was like, no, you can't. You being a douche right now. No. He's like, remember, You are nothing more than a black servant. Don't think because you got a nice velvet tongue that you said that you somebody all of a sudden. You ain't nothing but a servant. So basically, he just said that he was nothing but a glorified whore. And I was like, you got what you deserve. You got what you deserve. You got what you deserve because you act like you act like a little old century Justin Bieber. Then you left your wife and your kid all willy nilly, and you got with this dude. And then when you got with the dude and moved to the new house, you didn't even treat him right. So no, I'm ready for you to die, Evan Peters. But I still love I still love Evan Peters. Anyway, but still, yeah. So later on, the butcher and her clan come, and he's like, you're trespassing. And she's like, no, and then she's like, oh no, honey child, you trespassing. I'm a consecrated man with blood. And he goes and basically kills him, and he dies. And then we get back to Matt and Shelby in this whole mess. So they have this plan of, you go this way, I'll go this way, hold on tight to Flora. But then before they can get out, a lot of people say this is from the Asian family, but I really just think this is a demon of some sort and happened to be Asian. I don't think that. I just think people totally concocted that up in their mind. Just saying. Because I don't know, maybe it's an Asian demon or something. I don't think I was part of that family, but whatever. This Asian demon goes and tries to take Flora, and they eventually get her back, and they go downstairs into the cellar, and they meet Evan Peters, because he's dead. And then Evan Peters goes, he's leaving them out because he's like, I don't want any more spirits here. I don't want anyone else to die here. So basically, he's saying, don't die in my house because you'll be stuck in here with me. I want you to go out here and die over there so your spirits won't stay here. So I was like, okay, fair enough, whatever. So they in the woods, and then he had this cool effect with Evan Peters' face to show that he's dead. When the fire light goes over him, his face goes dark and skeletal. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, so once they get in the woods, Evan Peters disappears. And that's the last we see of him for the episode. So after that, we get the Polk family. The Polk family captures them, and they're there, and you see Elias is there, and he's missing a leg, and he's all beat up, and then this redhead lady, and I don't remember her name. She played. Wait, I have it right here. Her name right here. Frances Conroy. You get Frances Conroy's character, and she's basically the Polk Mama Polk. And they're mad at them. Basically, they're like, "Oh my God, you stole my babies!" And the dad was like, "You stole my babies!" And I'm like, I guess it's a pig relationship. And I was like, I would have been like, look, sir, look, boo. We did Joe's babies a favor because they was sucking on a dead pig nipple, rancid. Ooh, it's nasty. We say they better off in the system than with you hillbilly folks. Anyway, Mama Poke tried to feed them some meat, and Elias was like, don't eat it, because he knew it was him. And then he was like, Matt was like, no. Sherry was like, no. And then she tried to kiss on the floor. She's like, she ain't hungry. And I would have been like, yeah, she ain't hungry. Don't give her none of that. And then I kind of agreed. I agreed with her for 2 seconds. I was like, I only agree with Mama Poke for 2 seconds, literally 2.2 seconds. And she was like, so you think y'all too good? I open up my house to you and you won't even eat my food? Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, that's true. Y'all think y'all better than them? And then she eats and she was like, it's rancid. And I was like, well, damn. That's why they didn't eat it. And then it makes it worse. And then it said, he's gone bad. I'm like, who is he? And then I remember he was in the leg. And I'm like, so you eating people now? Really? Really? Okay. So yeah, and basically it's revealed that the Polk family made a pact with the butcher a couple centuries ago, and they, once every year they bring her a human sacrifice in exchange for her leaving them alone. So that's basically the Polk's job. So the Polks tie them all up, and Flora's up in the front with them, and Matt and Shelby tied up. And I think in the process, Shelby shatters her foot, and it like breaks and gushes and everything, and it's really gross. And Matt is there, and then And then Shelby's like, whatever you do, hold on to Flora, promise you protect Flora. And then so to speed this up. Matt and Shelby and then they and the Pokes they get in a kerfluffle and they get in a kerfluffle and one of the Poke sons dies and Mama Poke's mad. Matt kind of gives up for 2 seconds and I really don't like that. He's like, oh no, you could take me, whatever, it's whatever. I ain't gonna run. She's like, yeah, you ain't gonna run. And they bring him to the butcher and them. And then they start taking Flora, and I'm like, well, hold up. And Priscilla was like, I thought she was going last. And the butcher was like, well, now she's going first. So I was like, please don't go, please don't go. So we cut to Lee, and Lee being questioned, and Lee was like, look, I know this game, I know what this is doing. I know you're gonna charge me, but I need to go back there looking for my daughter. And eventually, long story short, she gets out and she's going to go. She's like, Matt would not answer my calls. I gotta go look, check on them. So her and the deputy are going on the way down there. So that's Lee for the moment. So they're about to kill Flora and they're about to kill everybody. And the butcher's son just turns on the butcher, hits her, puts her in the fire. And then the pig is about to slaughter her. We don't know if the pig is gonna cut her free or slaughter her. So before we can find out, Lee pops up, and because Lee, by this time he's got there. So Lee pops up, and Lee hits him, hits the guy with the car, and he's like, get in, get in, get in. They all get in, and they go, and they drive off to the sunset. But the butcher, she gets out of the fire. She's like, she's on fire. She chases them, but they barely get away, like this much. And then they're basically like, leave all our possessions. Let's just get out of here. So they leave, and yeah. So they get a little money from Motel 6, and Shelby's sister wires her somebody to go to LA. And I'm like, she's like, we'll be in LA, but we'll be homeless. And I'm like, why don't you just go live with Shelby's sister, or Matt and Lee's mama, or some other thing? Why are you going back to LA but you ain't got no house? The world isn't Roanoak. The world isn't Philadelphia. Or what I think the world isn't the South, whatever state y'all was in LA. There are other places in the world. Maybe you can go live with Shelby's sister or something for a minute. Maybe y'all got another sibling. Maybe y'all got some family or whatever. Whatever. So yeah. So anyway, they get everything, and they're all taking showers because they're dirty and nasty. And Matt gets out the shower and he's like, and then Shelby's like, I'm next. She's like, you sure? She's like, I'm sticky, I'm dirty. Let me just go take a shower. So she goes to get in the shower, right? And then the butcher comes out and splits her head in two with the axe. And I was like, damn, they got Shelby. And I was like, no, it's just a dream. And she's like, I've been having that dream ever since. Basically that's kind of where I cut off. So this was a nice episode. This kind of felt like a mini finale, but we're really going to get into it next week because they said episode 6, when everything's going to change, it's going to be a really, really big twist. It's basically going to kind of change the show. So I think this is the part where they're done with the documentary and they're actually going to be showing the actors moving around. And I don't know if Sarah Paulson or Cuba Gooding Jr. are going to be there, but I think in an interview they said that they're excited to shoot the second half of the season or whatever. But yeah, that's been my review for American Horror Story this week. And yeah, that's what I thought. That was my thoughts on it. So this has been another production by Maxwell Comics Inc. I'm your host, Sir Maxwell. May the power protect you. Bye.